I think we're ready for some rapid fire.
I think
Is that
we
right?
are. Yep.
All right, guys, this is the segment that we do kind of a gathering, if you will, of Twitters and little memes that come across that kind of pertain to what we've been talking about for the last couple weeks and even today. First off, all judges don't suck like RBG, Santamayor, or Keegan. This is a somewhat old news story, but deserves a shout out nonetheless. A U.S. judge in Ohio has fatally shot a gunman who critically wounded him in an ambush-style attack outside his courthouse. Judge Joseph Bruzzese Jr. was shot several times just after 8 a.m. local time in Steubenville on Monday morning. This is a story from back in August of 2017. I read you the headline, so it kind of sounded like it was happening like yesterday or today, but this guy deserves a shout out. That's some good self-defense right there.
Yep. Another, there again, good defensive use of a firearm.
There you go. Next, B, and now for a segment I like to call saying the quiet part out loud. You do realize if Democrats stopped shooting people, gun violence would drop by 90%. Is that not the truth? It's so true, and it's funny.
Yep, it's funny but true, or true, and that's what makes it funny. I'm not sure which way.
Either way. All right, we have recently highlighted how when good people don't speak up or defend against evil, and we've talked about this a couple times just off camera even, when we allow it for the sole purpose of just getting along in the meantime, it has a 100% failure rate. These people are in it for a zero-sum game. It's a slippery slope. Stand up for what is right now, today, or face a larger beast in the future. So here's the slippery slope. I don't know if you can blow that up, Craig. It's hard to read. So you all remember in anything, any of the big political hot button items where your favorite liberal friend would be, you're overreacting. It's just... Yeah, it's just a marriage license.
No, that's just or conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's just a conspiracy theory. Yeah. Well, you know what? Stand up for what's right. All right, next one. Number 4. A survey was done by asking AR-15 owners why they owned them. I thought this was interesting. Let's look at the results. And then for those of you in the chat, tell me why you do. I've got my own reason here. So... the first reason, 70... I can't read that. So can you help me out on that? My eyes are bad.
It's like, let's see, going from the top?
Yeah.
So protect self, family, and property. Major reason, 65%. Minor reason, 26%. Or not a reason, 8%. It's fun to shoot. Major reason, 63. Minor, 27. Not a reason, 10. Target shooting. Major reason, 60%. Minor, 30. And not a reason at all, 10. In case law and order breaks down. Major reason, 42. Minor reason, 32. Not a reason, 26. I think people maybe need to rethink that one. But anyway, it's important to who I am as an American. 36% is the major reason why. 24% as a minor reason, and 40% is not a reason at all.
I think that one's skewed too. That's, I mean, Second Amendment, you can't get much more American than that.
Yeah, I would agree. Ease of customizing or modifying the rifle. Only 25% is the major reason. I find that a little low. 30% was a minor reason, and 45% was not a reason. Of course, I guess there's a lot of people that might buy one and never touch it. I can't leave them alone. I'm always
screwing around with
them. Potential for new laws restricting AR-15 sales. 22% was a major reason, 28% was a minor reason, and 49% was not a reason.
That's why I bought my second one.
Yeah, and I think that's actually one of the main reasons why new sales have surged on them is for that reason. So, then hunting, 18% was a major reason, 30% was a minor reason, and 52% was not a reason.
What are you going to hunt with? I guess like coyotes or something like that.
Yeah, it's varmint hunting, something like that.
Yeah.
And there again, don't discount like you can put 350 Legend that you can. They have
That's true. AR style. That's true.
So. But generally speaking, when you think AR, you don't think primarily hunting rifles.
So the number one reason was protect self, family, and property, going back to the whole thing with DGUs.
Yep.
Can you guess, Craig, what my reasons for owning an AR is?
I would say it would be to protect self, family, and property, and in case law and order breaks down.
It's none your business. That's my reason.
So I walked straight into that one.
Oh, shoot. All right, next one, number 5. Mainstream media will not show you this gem. It does not fit their narrative. It crumbles their emotional propaganda. It shows the common sense evidence that an armed society is a polite society. If you could pop that one up there. Hat tip, Dom Luker, breaker of the narratives. Importance of location. Mass shooters select areas where victims are unable to protect themselves. Since at least 1950, more than 94% of large public shootings in the U.S. have happened in gun-free zone areas where ordinary people are not permitted to protect themselves. How about that?
Yeah, that's really weird because, you know, how could the criminal get there with their gun because it's a gun-free zone?
That sign doesn't hold it. It's kind of like the proverbial restraining order for the guy that's beating his wife up. That little piece of paper does a real good job, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's, you know, it kind of just further proof that those are not gun-free zones. Those are designated victim zones.
That's right. Good call. All right, next one. Facts do not care about your feelings. Took that from Shapiro. Not the gun. Could it possibly be mental illness? Let's look at this one. Last four of the most recent, I'll put it that way, 4 of the most recent, I think out of like 7 or 8 mass shootings, 4 of them have been mentally ill individuals. When are we going to start talking about that?
And, you know, we really need to. And not pictured here was the other person that they just arrested before. Luckily, it was caught before anything happened, but this was a person that was planning in Colorado, and they're the same type of thing. Now, I'm going to lean toward mental illness.
It is. Get bombastic, man. Go for it.
Well, it's just these people, you know. Oh, hell, I'm going to get nailed for that one.
These people.
These people. What I mean is people that are suffering from identity disorders like this
do need compassion.
They do need compassion. Yep. I'll be the first to admit that, you know, I don't think people should be bashed or anything because they shouldn't be. But you also have to recognize that these are people that are struggling. They're struggling with their identity. They're struggling with fitting in. They don't even feel comfortable with their own bodies, let alone how other people think about them. So instead of working to work with them, they come up with all these other things that they say is going to fix the problem. Well, it doesn't fix the problem.
That's right.
And then all we're doing is, you know, in depending on where you go on this spectrum, all you're doing is you're pumping them full of hormones that your body was not designed for. So there's going to be repercussions. So people who are already maybe not stable, you're pushing them farther down that road of you know, instability, and it's just. I'm
going to go out on a limb that it's not going to stay with these 5 incidences. I think this is going to be a growing.
It's a new trend.
It is. It's. I feel like it's their way of getting heard or attention.
Yes, and I would agree with that.
They
as well.
hate their life so much, and they don't have any desire to live, but they're going to take people with them.
Yep.
I just think this is something that we're going to see in the future.
Yep.
All right, my last one, ending on a happy note, a fun note. Some of you that have been around a while may recognize. Who wants to see Greta Thunberg with a beard and a mustache? Show of hands. You are welcome. Enjoy.
How dare you!
Oh, yes, there it is. All right, Craig, that's all I have for Rapid Fire.
I hope you've enjoyed this clip from the Craig's Gun Channel Random Shots program. The program airs Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On Random Shots, we discuss content from ranging anything from preparedness, survival, politics, firearms, basically anything that's 2A related, with sometimes some rabbit trails on things that aren't related at all. If you enjoy this type of programming, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when we release new content. And if you like it, hit the like button and share us if you would as well. It helps the algorithm and helps the channel grow and helps get our message out. So I guess until next time, stay safe.